Welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel, and to this essential training series on the rules of the road. In this episode, we're unpacking rule number 6 from the steering and sailing section, and it's all about safe speed. Grab your notepad because this one's packed with practical info that can make the difference between a safe passage and a serious incident. What the rule says: every vessel shall at all times proceed at a safe speed so that she can take proper and effective action to avoid collision and be stopped within a distance appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions. It also includes key factors that must be taken into account when determining what counts as safe speed. Rule 6A. Key factors for all vessels. 1. State of visibility. A clear day equals more visibility, which means a higher safe speed. Fog, mist, or heavy rain reduces visibility, resulting in a much lower safe speed. Sometimes, safe speed in poor visibility might mean idling or crawling to avoid unseen hazards. 2. Traffic density. Few vessels around, safe speed can be higher. Crowded waters with fishing boats, ferries, or anchored vessels reduce speed. Think of it like traffic in a city. You slow down when it's busy. 3. Maneuverability of the vessel. Large ships take longer to stop and turn. Factor that in. Bad weather can make any ship harder to handle, increasing stopping distances. 4. At night background lighting. Shore lights and your own vessel's lights can distort depth perception. They can also blind you, making it harder to see navigation lights from other vessels. Reduce speed in areas with heavy background light or poor night visibility. 5. Wind, sea, and current conditions. Rough seas mean slower speed, strong current, or crosswind. You'll need more time and space to adjust your course safely. Nearby hazards? Drop speed. 6. Draft in relation to water depth. Know your vessel's draft. Shallow waters plus large draft equals danger. Grounding in low visibility or rough conditions can be catastrophic. A quick reminder from Rule 2. If you hit a navigational mark or run aground while traveling at an unsafe speed, you are liable even if no other vessel is involved. Rule 6B. Vessels equipped with radar. If you have radar on board, you must use it wisely and understand its capabilities and limits. Here's what to keep in mind. 1. Characteristics, efficiency, and limitations of radar equipment. Different radars have different specs. Know your radar's range, placement, and what it can and can't detect. 2. Constraints of radar range scale. The range scale you're using affects what you can see. You might miss closer or smaller vessels if zoomed too far out, or lose the big picture if zoomed too far in. 3. Weather and sea interference. Heavy rain, sea clutter, or rough weather can block or distort radar returns. You may think there's nothing around, when in fact your radar is just overwhelmed. 4. Small objects may not be detected. Small vessels, floating debris, even ice. Radar may not pick them up at all. Never rely solely on radar. Use your eyes and ears too. 5. Track the movement of other vessels. Use radar to detect the number, location, movement, and speed of nearby vessels. This can help you predict future collision risks and avoid them proactively. Radar can help judge visibility. Radar helps you see in fog or dark, but only if you know how to interpret it correctly. If you've got radar, you're expected to use it responsibly. Well done! You made it! That was a big one, but you got through it. Remember, Rule 6 is all about awareness, judgment, and proactive navigation. Review your notes. And remember, your #1 priority is safety. I'll see you in the next episode of the Cruise Ship Safety and Security series. And remember, always proceed at a safe speed.